Oh, there we go. It for some reason when I open the tab menu, it kind of gets confused and stops listening. It's weird. Alright, I'm gonna go at the end because I still haven't figured out the autosave thing, and my company is huge, so autosaving causes big freeze.
So it looks like we'll be driving at nighttime. I gotta see where I'm going though. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Alright, let's do this. I'll wait till he passes. Oh, that's Derek.
Oh. MLP, Derek.
Oh, sorry. Well, let me, Derek, let me, move to the right so you can get around me.
Hang on.
Yeah, you guys ready? Yeah, you guys, ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Alright, let's go. Yep. Cool.
One by one, I'll dig into, yeah.
I kinda wanna see this.
I'll just hang back a bit and just let the chaos solve itself first.
Oh, who made that horrible turn?
Jeff.
Alright. I'm gonna stop at this light and just kind of wait for everybody to catch up real quick.
Okay.
We'll just sit for another light cycle.
Are we following traffic laws or?
Yeah, just to let everybody catch up. Probably should, just in case somebody reports us and bans us.
We're doing what?
Oh, because you can get banned for anything. So if you don't follow, if you run like a red light and somebody's, they can usually have you banned.
For running a red light?
Yeah,
Yep,
I've seen.
with no one else around. That's a bit silly.
Right.
Yeah, it happens.
Reroute.
Alright, let's go.
No, Derek's behind me. I guess I'm gonna get him smashing into the rear of my trailer when I autosave.
At least it's not me this time.
Oh, that's right.
And the lights are going red again.
Go straight.
Yeah, I
I'll
really
stay
need
back.
to set up a profile for multiplayer that doesn't have a massive company behind it.
My company is still small-ish, although I made the mistake of not backing up when I first opened multiplayer like some time ago, so my dates are like it's like I've got 200 weeks of play time. But other than that, it's fine. But I backed up my current save, so we'll just smash this save and it'll be good.
I think Truck Sim likes to make a folder with all your saves in it for every single version, so it's pretty good about keeping backups for you. Bonk.
Alright, I'm gonna sit and... I'm gonna wait for people to catch up, because there's only like 3 people behind me.
Yeah, well, we all got stuck at a traffic light.
Yeah, these traffic lights are awful.
Oh, yeah.
And once we're out, we're fine, but...
Yeah.
The best is... That's, I guess, why some people just regroup on the side of a road outside of a town.
Yeah, we should be fine once we're on this freeway. Then it'll just be all interstate out of the way, so this should be the
Pretty
last
much.
traffic.
There's like a small road to get to Oakland after that, but it depends exactly which way you end up going.
Yeah.
I've got people behind me. I've got
Alright, I'm gonna...
Derek who's holding a entire foil.
I'll wait till this turns green, then we'll head out again.
I could not find a single wood going out to Oakland at all, so I'm going to be running empty the whole way there.
Most of
That
us
works.
are running anti, to be honest.
That works.
I think there's just not a lot of stuff industry that goes from here to Oakland or even in the neighborhood.
Why not just run with an empty trailer?
Yeah, that's what everyone's doing.
I don't have my own trailers. I don't own my own.
I mean, we don't have to wait for this traffic light. Remember, turn on right. You're allowed to because America, and that's a great. That's one rule of the road that America does right.
Yeah.
And I still
The
got
only-
fined for that. Great.
That's the only thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so much stuff that doesn't make sense. Also, you don't have roundabouts. Like what?
We're slowly getting them, but everybody here hates them because nobody knows how to use them.
Yep.
You might want to
Honestly,
slow down a little bit.
It caused a lot of accidents.
These really complicated roundabouts in like the UK and the Netherlands are worse than no roundabouts.
Yeah, I mean, the UK has these weird,
Oh.
like, not roundabouts on highways. Also, you might want to slow down a little bit because people need to catch up.
Yeah, I just saw that. I'm going 30 right now.
I don't even have a max power engine in this thing. That's right. Because I was
I-
being reasonable.
I got a new truck, and actually my current truck has a worse gearing. It used to, like, change up really quickly. The current one is bad. How's everyone doing? I can't see anyone behind me anymore. Oh! I can see Derek. Derek, do you see people behind you?
I'm in the very back of the convoy.
I thought you had people behind you.
I think we should let people catch up.
Yeah. That's why I'm going like 20. Well, I'm gonna go down to 25.
You guys on the highway yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were all on my
Yeah.
way.
Okay. I just took a minor detour, so should be
Okay.
behind you.
Oh, I see someone approaching.
Oof. Well, at least I crashed before the autosave happened.
Yep.
Slash fix to the rescue.
Actually, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pull off on the side here, and we'll just wait for everybody to catch up.
You might want to pull a little further so we can all pile up behind each other on the side, on the
Yeah,
hard
yeah.
shoulder.
There should be enough room.
I think, is everyone back there?
Looks like it.
Alright, are we all... I'm kind of waiting for Devin to
I've
catch
caught
up.
up to you all.
Awesome.
I'm here.
That's it, right, everybody? Should be. Alright, I'm going.
Alright, let's go.
And chances, if you're in the thing, I'm gonna pass you on the left, so...
Alright.
I don't have the right engine! Despite holding an empty.
Right.
Cause we got a great big convoy rocking through the night.
I play that song all the time when I play this game.
I forgot to put music on, that's a bummer.
everybody's dropping off. Okay.
Well, someone decided to bring along a whole load of coil, so...
Alright.
I like that polar bear dangling in my cabin.
Oh man. Alright.
I think it's from one of the events from the Christmas event.
Oh, right. So I'm going 55. Yeah, I'll just do a set of 55.
Okay, that's good. It means we can actually figure out a speed.
The game does look pretty good at night.
Yeah, they've improved it. It didn't used to look as great. At times it looked a bit weird, or like lights would flash on. And I remember pro mods would like used to lag my game to like 5 FPS if I was at night. That was fun.
Yeah, I remember those days. The next update after this one will have a new graphics like update, new lighting, and
Awesome.
Wonder what
It's
they'll
just
do for that
awesome that this game
4K.
keeps getting maintained and like big upgrades like this over time, years down the line.
Yeah.
It's like,
What?
Elite Dangerous, we have a 10-year development plan. Electric Truck, I guess we're doing it. It's just like,
Well, it's certainly not the Dovetail Pro.
yeah.
Yeah, very much not. It's like, oh, it now is 64-bit, except it still gives out of memory errors and doesn't work half the time. Not this time around, though. Not with Chuck Sim.
If you're a 64-bit, it's gonna fix everything. Breaks everything.
Pretty much.
I rage quit on TS1 at one point because basically all my DLCs got half corrupted and nothing would load anymore because missing consists all the time. That was fun.
Somebody got kicked.
Yeah.
Autosave.
I'm still salty about all the signals on my route breaking.
Test 1, 2, 3. Test.
Yes.
Over. You didn't say over.
Going.
Or out.
Ooh, another kick. Got some naughty
That might
people.
be
Huh?
nice.
Philippe Waste.
Much quieter here though than in Euro Truck Simulator.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, less people play it. I bet, like, and also Eurotruck has also probably spread out a little bit now that there's pro mods as well.
Yeah, not a lot of people do the Pro Mods server though, unfortunately.
I'm surprised, but I guess partially because it's so large, people spread out, and so people like that want to see others
Yeah.
won't go there.
Because there'll be like 3,000 people on the regular servers, but on Pro Mods there'll be only like maybe 400.
Right.
I love it because I love doing the Pro Mods one because I do not like playing vanilla ETS after doing
Yeah,
Pro
same.
Mods.
Especially the older parts of the map are just so bland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like ATS is fine because they've built it from scratch,
Yeah.
knowing what they've learned from ETS, and the new bits of ETS are great, especially like Scandinavia. Just base Scandinavia is awesome.
I do like ATS better.
Yeah, part of it I think is the fact that the scale is larger.
Yeah.
Everything's a bit more
I
spread
guess.
out, so more highway.
No, just, yeah,
there's more
just
detail.
scale. Yeah.
We're in California now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Already? Holy shit.
Yeah, it's fast travel.
75 good bit of the way.
And now it's 55 for the rest of the way because California.
Yeah.
It's like driving a BNSF train. You're only gonna be going 55 unless it's some intermodal or something stupid.
Is that really true?
Oh yeah. Even on the lines with 70 mile/hour limits, it's basically the rules are set up so that only intermodal trains will go 70.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Ha, and we have 180 km/h freight here. Take that. 160 km/h.
Meanwhile, in Canada, 60 for everybody. I don't care if you derail.
Meanwhile, in the Gotham base tunnel, high-speed freight. That's. Meanwhile, here, freight is inexistent. Yay, I guess.
Oh wait, hold on, I messed up. Sorry. Whoever's behind me, I apologize.
If anyone tempts me, if anyone like
Oh boy.
provokes me to start ranting about trains in my area, you'll be in for a big rant if you want it.
Fuck.
We have 510 miles to do whatever. Actually, wait, I have 510 miles. It's not going to be
I have-
exactly the same.
I'm 520.
I have 522.
Yeah. Well, for context, I live in the south of France, which means SNCF. And this SNCF has been slowly killing off freight. Let's put it that way. I used to be able to see one freight train around lunchtime here. I don't see it anymore. And like, I don't even know what it's hauling because it's like with these weird cars with like tarp over the top. So there could be anything inside. And they killed off the auto trains as well, which makes me sad.
Oh.
We're such assholes. We're blocking the whole highway.
At least you haven't been having to deal with the constant oil train derailments.
I mean, the solution for that is we don't have oil trains. Those trains like end up in Genoa.
Solution for that, get rid of precision scheduled railroading.
The problem with trains here is that the line is saturated, and yet they don't want to invest money into upgrading it. It's like, oh, but we'll have to demolish 2 houses. We can't do that.
Oh yeah, it's so hard to just do anything with new railroad track these days. Like,
Just for
nobody-
context, in a time that like since they started talking about building a new high-speed line here in like the 90s, or maybe a little earlier than that, Switzerland has planned, budgeted, started construction, finished construction of the Gotthard base tunnel, and we haven't even put 1 meter of track down yet.
Yeah,
basically.
you hear about them trying to build lines over here, and it's like takes forever for them to even approve it.
Never mind.
Because they have to do things like the environmental impact, and then after that you
Yep.
gotta actually buy the land, and then you have to hope that someone doesn't want to have like $1 million for their house to be destroyed.
Well, here the solution is that they're not buying land by just digging the entirety of it underground. It'll end up being like a 50-kilometer tunnel.
Sheesh.
Or like portions of tunnels adding up to about 50 kilometers. But that's been like pushed like now another 30 years down the line.
Oh my god.
So like what was supposed to be started by now was a section of tunnel allowing for like a rail loop to be made so that they could unsaturate some of the main line and have like serve a busy area that like causes traffic every single day because everyone commutes there. And they could have started building tunnels already and like everything's in place, they could go, but because budgeting or whatever, they haven't started yet. Paris gets all the money ever, but the moment you have to build 1 overpass here for trailways, it's like a big budget that they can't afford. But building this 1 single overpass would solve 50% of all the delays we have. It's rather frustrating.
Go straight.
I mean, at least we've got decent rolling stock nowadays that doesn't have air conditioning that falls apart every 2 days. I do miss the
in
broken
my
noses
day,
though.
we didn't need approval from all this budgeting.
Does
Yeah.
anybody
Unless we
need,
just went ahead and build the damn thing.
anybody needs fuel? Do you want to stop?
I'm still good
I
myself.
I'm good on
Alright.
Mayfield.
I'm
Good
still
on the
good.
way.
Alright, we'll keep on going.
It's kind of sad though, because bit by bit the old locomotives are disappearing. The broken nose, as they call them. Any people from anyone from the Netherlands here would know what trains I'm talking about with locomotives.
Yeah, I know which ones you're talking about. Generally, lots of locos being put out of service in France, right?
Yeah, the France is moving heavily towards EMUs for passengers. Pretty much anything that's been built since the 90s is EMU.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, DMU. I can't really think of anything that wasn't, which is a shame because the intercity carriages that we have are really, really great. Like, they're super comfortable, they're spacious, they're quiet. They've been really well maintained, and they're 60 years old at this point, but they're still in mint condition. Which is not something you can say about a lot of the other equipment.
Yeah.
But hey, now we've got low-cost WeGo trains, and maybe we might be getting Flix trains sometime. I would really love them for Flix train to show up here, because we used to have a night train from here to Paris, but that got killed off, which means that the only way you can get to Paris is by plane or TGV, which is actually inconvenient if you want to spend a day in Paris, because the TGV takes 6 hours. We definitely don't live in Central Europe. That's the one thing I miss about interrailing, is that everything was less than 4 hours away. I could just get to anything.
That's fair.
More rants? Do you want more rants? Go ahead.
More
give me
rants.
more rants.
No! Enough, rants.
Okay, so I'll yin yang it and balance it out by saying, hey, they're actually implementing ERTMS here, which is one of the first places in France where they're doing it on regular lines, which is neat. But I bet you it's gonna not work for 3 years once they start installing it.
Same story as PTC, really, because it kind of is PTC in a way.
Stay left.
Yeah. And then SNCF doing driverless quote-unquote trains that ever being a thing. That'll be fun.
They'll be doing one-man crews here in the U.S.
Yeah, are people in Europe all angry at the prospect of losing train crews? Because I mean, over here in America, it's all jobs, 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 and anything that gets rid of jobs is freaking Satan or something.
Well, that's been very much a contentious topic in the UK. It hasn't been as much here because they SNCF just killed off dispatchers. As far as I know, that's gone completely now. But there was not much talk about it. A few people, train drivers complained on Twitter, because the train drivers like to complain on Twitter, as French do.
All train drivers complain. Seriously.
Yep.
But the French like to complain in general. I can tell you that. But that sort of happened, and it was just like a sort of little spark. And I was like, okay, they're gone now. All sad, that's bad, but whatever. Compared to like removing guards from trains in the UK, there's no way you haven't heard about all the southern and the southeast, or the southwestern strikes and all the rest.
Oh yeah. Fun stuff.
But the whole, to me, not requiring like. The whole argument of they need to operate the doors I find is completely silly because there's so many other places in the world where trains are operated by the driver and there's no issues. It's fine. It works.
Some of our trains are driverless, kind of.
Yeah, and we've got the metro in Paris that's driverless and has how many incidents does that have?
All right, so
0.
northbound Interstate 5.
Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna have to squeeze into a lane here.
Because the Paris Metro, the automatic lines, the only incidents I've ever had is the trains getting stuck in the tunnel for a couple of hours at most.
Oh, that went wrong.
Ah!
Alright,
So
let's
you're-
hope I can
you're
slash
reflecting
fix right now. Okay, good. I'm moving.
Love that command.
Does it just like repair your vehicle immediately?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, good.
No cost.
That's good.
Exit right.
What I would give for that command in real life.
Right?
The other thing that really bothers me in France as well is how they're killing off small branch lines. But like,
Same
Small-
thing here, really.
Stay left.
branch lines are like feeders for the main network in a lot of ways. Like there's a line that goes up to the mountain here. There's 2 lines. One that's actually not run by SNCF, which is kind of a weird oddity. I've talked about this place with Raf. You might come and visit it at some point. But basically, like they have really inconvenient and awkward schedules, which means that no one ever takes them. So the passenger numbers go down. So they make the schedules even less convenient. And so it's like this vicious loop until they eventually kill off the route because no one's using it.
Stay left.
Sounds familiar.
I mean, I don't know what it's like in Austria. I'm assuming it's kind of the same thing because I've noticed that on some lines there's really like not much service, even what you call S-Bahns.
Yeah, I think that kind of stuff they basically did that in the like 80s, 90s, and then they just closed the lines. The exact same kind of thing. Really shitty service, and then they just closed it.
Because that's something I kind of admire with Germany, despite the prices and the fact that people, like Germans do like to rant about the trains. They're late, they have issues, sure. But generally,
This guy's fucking.
on any given line, on any given regional line, you'll get service once an hour, or maybe once every 2 hours at minimum. But that's the really quietest lines.
Yeah, but Germany closed a lot of branch lines too, as far as I know.
They closed a lot, but they still have a massive network. They still have a lot of branch lines, and there's a lot of places, small places that, in France, those lines would be closed if they were that sort of density. Germany still has a lot of small lines which are still maintained, which is great. And they're still served once an hour, once every 2 hours, which is good. And you can get to a lot of places easily, whereas this is not the case in France. Like, you even look at the TGV, and the TGV isn't consistent. It's like it's not once an hour or 2 every hour, 2 hours. It's like
There's people merging on the highway, so you might
Okay.
want to get in the left lane.
okay. Oh shit.
Actually, I'm gonna go behind them. I don't know what they're doing. This guy's being an idiot.
Like TGVs in France don't run once an hour or once every 2 hours. It's like a few random times throughout the day, without any consistency.
What's going on?
Holy shit. You're fine. Good. Braking with a load of trailers not hard at all. It's fine. Should be in this lane. Oof, this hill. It hurts.
Truck lane.
Well, I'm not in the truck lane. Oh well.
I'm not in the truck lane either.
Oh my god. Oh, gradient, please. 35? Can I do 35, please?
Yes. I
Yes.
Well,
agree.
no.
Go on this thing.
Fun fact, I discovered the existence... What?
What the hell was that?
I have no idea.
Some guy in voice chat.
Someone translate.
This is why I disable voice chat.
Yeah,
Yeah, I should disable the CB radio.
I should do the same. One fun thing I discovered was one time I was in Nice. I was waiting, like the train was stuck because delays and blah. And then I saw the departure boards. Moscow.
Moss.
We have a train that goes from here to Moscow once a week.
Okay.
We have a runaway truck. Watch out. Hold on.
Stay left.
Fucking idiots. Alright, I need to know, because I'm going to San Francisco, so I need to figure out what the correct route to Oakland is. I'm assuming it's Interstate 5, probably? Yeah.
What the heck was that?
So I'm going towards the right.
Okay. I mean, I'm following whoever's going where because I don't have any destinations anyway.
Alright, good. Whoa. Alright, everybody dropped off, so what the hell? I'm gonna slow down.
Oh,
Whoa,
Whoa,
that
lag.
looked bad.
That's a lag spike.
Yeah, big major lag.
Oh no!
On a different topic.
Oh, what's it?
What's going on?
I have
Whoa,
no
whoa,
idea.
whoa.
Which way are we going?
To the right? Right,
To the
okay.
right.
Alright, I'm gonna slow down. I'm gonna wait for y'all to catch up.
I've ended up towards the front. Oh, okay. On a completely different topic. Who here has played Run 8 and what's the appeal of it? Because I've seen videos of it, but nothing explains to me how it actually works or what it's like to drive.
Where is everybody?
I have played running. It's what appeals to me about it is that every single rail car that you see in the game has somewhere that it has to be. Whether it be an industry on the route that needs to service or someplace off route. So you kind of feel like no matter where you are in the game, no matter when you are, you have something to do.
Okay.
It's something that needs to go somewhere.
And like how's it organized? Like, is it regularly multiplayer or is it, or do most people play a single?
I think the most fun comes from multiplayer. Just because then you can have someone who's dispatching and then someone else working the yard and then a third person running the trains, etc., etc.
Okay. I mean, that sounds like something I would like to try at some point.
Yeah, I've never played Run 8.
I don't get why it's not on Steam.
The devs are a bit weird about stuff like that, like payments and how they sell it. I don't know, they probably have some excuse that everyone's drank the Kool-Aid on, but...
I mean, it means that Steam doesn't take a cut. That's
Yeah,
the
they
one
do.
big thing. Well, I mean, in the sense of Run 8, for Run 8, there isn't Steam taking a cut of the price.
Oh, right.
Yeah, but they'd sell much more probably.
Yeah, that's
Would they,
the
though?
thing.
I mean, they might, because there would be far more visibility.
Right.
But at the same time, it might be that they're kind of intending the game to not become this massive casual thing. And so they might be intentionally
Hey, guys, I'm gonna get off here. Get off at the Bakersfield exit. I'm gonna go stop at the truck stop real quick.
not... Okay.
Yeah, I
Alright.
gotta fix my truck anyway. So that works.
So when you get off Bakersfield, go towards the right, you'll see a large truck stop. And that'll be a good place to regroup.
Someone missed the exit.
I don't know
It's
if
fine,
that's...
I'll figure it out.
Okay.
If you miss the exit, just pull off to the side. We'll just,
Oh,
pass it.
dang.
Alright.
Oh, I
Everyone's
can't
just
really
piling
stop.
up into the exit.
Get ready to turn
I mean,
right.
if TSW actually had multiplayer, it would have so much potential now. I feel it would be great. But
Turn right.
we're talking about Dovetail, so yeah.
I feel like multiplayer is still many years off.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is probably going to take forever. Like, we've not even the editor out yet.
I mean, there's chances it'll never show up at this rate.
I mean, fishing sim world does have its
Yeah.
I feel like TSW needs something a bit more open-ended than services.
I mean, services
For-
is.
Left.
But
Never
what makes
mind.
Run 8
I'll
work
find a new
is that
route.
it's entirely open-ended. You can just plonk a train down whenever you want. You can do whatever you want, and it's up to the server owner to create some sense of order and jobs to do, and that makes it more flexible and more realistic, really.
how do I open the chat again?
Why?
Why?
And what was the command to repair the truck?
Slash fix.
Yep.
Slash fix.
Yeah, I'll just do that real quick.
I mean, that sounds quite interesting. It's something I would like to try at some point. Because, like, TSW already is a lot better than TS1 because just having services means that there is some sort of sense of stuff happening throughout a day. Because I hate having with TS1, like, getting the DLC and then just not knowing what to do and just having, like, a few career tasks and that's it. I mean, yes, you're supposed to edit your own or download some from other people or play the free...
My game doesn't take any keyboard commands for some reason.
Try hitting tab and unhitting tab and seeing if that changes anything.
No.
That happens to me before too.
I had the issue where I was ignoring keyboard until I hit tab, like right-clicked, moved the mouse around, and then turned off tab again, and it would start.
It says game paused, but like how do I unpause?
F1.
F1. No, it doesn't do anything.
I don't know.
I'm writing in the chat,
Press
but
enter.
it doesn't do anything either.
Push escape. What happens when push escape?
Nothing.
Alright. Cool. Yeah, restart maybe, possibly.
Oh no!
Um,
Don't go to that link. I would.
no, definitely not.
I mean, it's a VTC panel, so that's not... The VTC panel isn't suspicious.
I don't know, but it's Russian type, and you know those Russians.
Cyrillic.
Should I
Yeah.
just close the game or?
Yeah, I would try.
I'll try that.
We'll stay here and wait.
Russia, you don't open link on.
Link opens your... What are you doing with the trailer?
Alright. Oh wait, I kinda need that.
Slightly.
Oh, what's everyone's trailer damage at? My
I don't know. I gotta attach myself.
I'm at 11% trailer damage and 12%
Mine's at 5.
cargo. And I'm carrying potassium, and so it's fragile. I will get no money from this job.
Like, if we want to do something multiplayer, we could do like something like open. That's a mess to set up, especially if you don't have the mods and stuff, and I have no idea how we'd actually get it working.
For which one?
Open Rails. Or not Open Rails,
Oh.
yeah.
It's a possibility.
Yeah.
Open
But
Rails,
also, like, it's weird.
it works and it handles if you don't have a model, but it handles it in some weird ways. Like if you don't have what someone's driving, you might see like an Acela in its place, which would be a bit weird if you're on something like Seligman, but
Well, it's like I've seen videos of people doing multiplayer like scenarios as if like real trains are running with Thatcher, and what you see is basically like the rear of a TGV in front, and then a few carriages, and then nothing. So the train looks like it's like all fucked up and going the wrong way.
Yeah, it can be glitchy if you don't have the same
Yeah.
content as everyone else, which is hard to coordinate.
To its
That's the nice
credit-
thing about Run 8
So,
is if you
I
don't
just
have the content, you just have,
Respawned
like,
in
default
Phoenix,
skin
I
for it.
think.
Oh gosh.
Oh no.
That's not
Are
good.
you really?
Yeah.
Oh, it shouldn't. Oh, that's not good at all.
You can't
Yeah,
warp either, can you?
Okay, what's with the two guys with the combine harvesters are back again? Who are they?
Are they?
Wait, they
Yeah.
got kicked. Those are the two guys that got kicked earlier.
Oh, for real?
What? Oh my
Gotcha.
gosh, what is this?
No
Are
idea.
they part of the
What
group
are
or
you
what?
doing?
To be completely honest, like that's the one thing that like the Roblox Stepford County Railway, as much as it's like unrealistic in terms of driving, at least the multiplayer aspect works decently.
Really?
Oh god. I mean, we should just
Yeah.
not get in their way.
Yeah.
'Cause they clearly don't know.
They don't know what they're doing.
We don't know what we're doing.
PDX, move. Wait. Oh,
You're gonna get in his way.
okay, he's gone.
Can I like
I'm gonna
teleport
let-
somehow?
Go around!
You can teleport in
think so.
single player, I know, but I don't think in multiplayer. Yeah.
Multiplayer you can't, unfortunately. You can in
you,
single.
you can restore an autosave maybe. That might get you somewhere nearby.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
do that.
I see.
Sky fucking high or what?
I have no idea.
Ah, those high beams are intense.
The autosave respawns me at Phoenix. Great.
Bro,
Oh man, that sucks.
I'll try another one.
Turn right.
I mean,
You know, there are no other autosaves. There's just that one.
It should be. If you go to options, wow, okay.
Yeah, it shows only one. Like
Okay.
only the other ones are all from like 2 years ago.
Hmm.
That is annoying.
Yeah, that is.
so people from America, what do you think of electric freight locomotives?
All your electric freight locomotives are just passenger locomotives, really. They're way
Yep.
too lightweight.
And I'm disappointed that you sadly killed off any DM.
I guess the only really electric locomotive that was used in freight is the E60, and that's it.
Well, there's one other like short line that I saw somewhere. I forget what it is. I think it's in Idaho or something. It's like a very short line. And it's pulled by an electric locomotive using a trolley case.
Yeah, there's one in Iowa.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, Clear Lake, Iowa. I've seen it a few times in person. It's a real-
Where are you guys now?
We're still at the fuel stop.
So now all of our freight is all hauled by diesel.
Yeah. Where?
Yep. Where was it stop by?
What?
We're
Near
in
Bakersfield?
Bakersfield.
Bakersfield, yeah.
Yeah, Bakersfield.
Meanwhile, like Switzerland has entirely killed off all.
Alright,
diesel.
I can just spawn in Fresno.
Oh, where's Fresno? That worked. That's not far. We can catch up to you in Fresno then.
Yeah. Need
We're
to
gonna have
move
to
my
detour
trailer.
If we do
What?
that, we'll detour. We'll detour through Fresno.
Okay.
We'll take 99 up. To,
All right.
Yeah, let me reset the navigation here. So yeah, we'll detour for Fresno and head up to 99 to
Turn left.
99 up to
Okay,
whatever
let's
street
find a
that
new
is.
route.
Right.
Recomputing.
To be fair, your diesel locomotives can haul a lot of cargo.
Alright.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Though they're not actually all that much more powerful than our electrico locomotives. They just have a lot more torque. But horsepower-wise, they're not actually more powerful.
Y'all ready?
Yep.
Y'all
Well,
ready?
a lot of our diesels have at least over 4,000 horsepower.
Yeah, but like you look at the Taurus, and that has 4,000. I think if not more.
Oh, that thing's out at, what is that? 8,600 something, I think.
Yeah, yeah. That's a single electric locomotive. Then again, it doesn't have the same weight, therefore not the same grip. But like, have you heard those videos of it like wheel slipping as it tries to pull off a locomotive? It's pure beauty, the noise it makes.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Because you've heard it in game, and you've heard it like videos of it just departing regularly. But like when it wheel slips, all the motors, because it's got like
Turn
motor port
left.
axle, they all turn independently, and so they all start making their own tones.
Fuck off.
PDX, you might want to slow down a little bit.
Yeah, there's a truck passing, going the opposite direction, by the
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
He almost hit me.
And then like in
Another truck passing on the left, going this way. Maybe.
alright. And then in France, most of our electric locomotives are slowly becoming just tracks or Class 66s. Because our current ones are either being used for something else now, or we're just gone. It's kind of sad.
We used to have electric locomotives on the former BCR up north of
Alright.
East George.
We're,
Yeah, that's right.
But
Take
now
a
they
left.
all,
Get ready to turn.
And,
only place electric locomotives run now is on the Northeast Corridor. That's pretty much it. It's the only electrified line in the U.S.
Turn left.
Well, I mean, like only like proper line.
Caltrain will be spicing that up a bit though.
Yeah.
If
Aren't there a few-
California
there's
high-speed
a-
rail ever becomes a thing.
I don't
Which
think it ever will.
I don't think ever will now.
No.
And then there's Texas. They're getting their high-speed line.
That'll be run by
electric.
that'll be run by the Spanish railways, by Renfe, whatever. I don't know how to pronounce that.
Well, if it ever gets built, it'll be the fastest train in the U.S.
Yeah, that'll be neat. And I mean, Brightline has sort of been cool in that it's proven that you can do this.
How do they make money, though?
They barely do, but I think they do. I think they partially the way they make money is how through like property, having sold property around the stations.
Oh, maybe. That makes sense. Yeah, because I was going to say, because what they're doing, building all new line, that's expensive to do, though.
I mean,
Yeah.
what they're currently using is Florida East Coast, which which is not new. They extended
Right.
down into Miami, which that was new, that bit.
Yeah,
Well, the
they're
ones
using
from-
they're using a freight line.
Is
They're on
it?
the
Well,
train right now?
what about the one to Orlando, though? That's all brand new, right?
That'll be
Yep.
mostly new. They'll be using a bit
Yeah.
of Florida East Coast further up, and then they'll be branching off onto a Then again, they might be able to negotiate some money in from like Disney, and they probably got some money from Miami as well, Miami-Dade County.
Yeah, and Orlando in general, probably.
Yeah, just the counties along the way. They probably got some money for
Yeah.
passenger stuff. Because
I love
traffic
that
is
idea.
bad.
I wish they would do that here, because I love having like a private company, to offer private or
Yeah, because like
service like that.
I'm not someone who's entirely all for privatization, and nor am I all for publicly owned. I think what works best is a little bit of mix of both, as long as it's well managed.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Whatever's.
But like,
Ragnall Jeff dropped out, and yeah, where's Devin? Are you here still?
Somewhere.
Where are you at?
I'm at the motel in Fresno now.
Okay, we'll swing by there.
because like you look at like the whole privatization is bad. You look at Japan, it's all private. Do you hear anyone complaining about the railway in Japan?
Nope.
Nope. Then you got Switzerland. It's all public. Do you hear anyone complaining about Swiss railways? It really just depends on the context and what's already been set up, and sometimes the switch to private is the sort of shake-up that's required to get policy changing.
We lost a lot of people, I think. Could be.
Yeah.
No, there they are. Okay.
And in the UK, going public again might be what is required to regain some control.
Guess the UK's methodology is just weird.
It is weird. I mean, to their credit, especially around the busier areas, they got decent service. But generally, it's around the busier area. Once you go outside of that, it gets a lot quieter.
I think I am... No, I'm not getting off here. Okay.
I'm gonna get to that motel, which is not this exit.
No, this is the next one. That's this.
But if you have ever taken trains in Switzerland, you just know what, like... It's not perfection, but it's darn close to it. It's just everything is clockwork.
Go straight.
And it's like, you can get from place to place. Even if you have to transfer at any station, everything is scheduled such that you don't have to wait more than like 50 minutes to get a transfer.
So, the downtown Fresno exit, we're going to take that.
Okay.
Also, another issue with the passenger trains here in the U.S. is that all the freight railroads own the tracks that passenger trains run on, so the freight trains have priority over the passenger trains.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Go
this is
straight.
something that the government would have to sort of come around, like a forward-thinking government around, like, find a way to encourage railways to encourage more passenger through it. Like, have some form of incentive to get them to do that.
You're in Fresno, so we gotta go to Fresno.
Because America's like one of the only places where freight has priority compared to everywhere else. You look at any other country in Europe and freight is always, like, second to last.
Never mind. I'll find a new route.
Most of the passenger trains that run across the states, there's only like 2 trains a day that run in each direction, and that's it.
Yeah, Amtrak and stuff. Yeah, it's like, it's crazy to think that like cities in like Mobile, Alabama has less trains a day than like this request stop where I live. Like, it's an entire city has less service. It's crazy.
It also doesn't help that the
Go
passenger
straight.
service has absolutely no revenue whatsoever for the freight companies.
Yeah.
Yep.
Someone bumped into me. Hey. I felt that.
Like, from a company point of view, what would you give priority? A once-a-day train that has very little money coming from it, or a $10 million freight train?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But this is why, like, the government should find a way to encourage or force, even if need be.
Stay right, then turn right.
Shuko's here. Hello.
Turn right.
So,
Yeah.
Caught up.
Alright, let's go.
Well, there was a thing going on between Norfolk Southern and Amtrak pretty recently about giving the passenger trains priority over the freight trains, so that way they
Why
don't
are
get
there,
pulled up by the freight trains. But again, the issue is that a lot of the tracks are just double track. There's really nowhere else for Amtrak trains to pass the freight train, because it's all just double track for a good bit.
right. I mean, I noticed that, like, was it in Dallas? I think Dallas. They have like they're using a Stadler. They built a new line with Stadler trains. What's that called? Metro Rail, I think. Yeah, you're confusing in the States because you've got several things that are called Metro Rail.
Yeah.
Which one? The Dallas Fort Worth one, I guess.
So, if y'all get a red light here on the left turn, just go ahead and run it.
Yeah, it'd be too long otherwise. And that's cool. Like you got Stadlers running like once an hour. It's cool. But that's actually decent service with decent trains that aren't built like tanks. Because another problem is that all your trains have to be built like tanks.
Yeah, because of safety reasons.
But the thing is,
Stay left. Then turn
everywhere
right.
else in the road, in the world, their solution is to avoid trains crashing in the first place, and you don't have to have them built like tanks.
Well, it's not really train collisions. It's more of all the railroad crossings, because there's a lot of people that like to try and beat trains, and then they end up getting nailed.
Yeah.
And they sue the railroad and they always win,
Yep.
pretty much.
Which shouldn't be the case,
No, not at all. Yeah. No responsibility there.
because pretty much
Yep.
everywhere else, it's always the driver's fault for the most part.
And again, because when Amtrak was doing their test train with the Chargers, the lead Charger hit a cement truck and damaged the front bit of the Charger.
Shit.
I mean, not a lot of damage, but still damage.
I guess if we're taking a right onto this road.
That's the other thing, like if you build trains like tanks, they're actually super expensive to build, so you don't build many of them. That's the other problem I've noticed with passenger railways, is that they just don't have many locomotives because they're just too expensive to build. And so,
I'm going to stop here and wait for everybody to catch up.
alright,
So.
because like,
Well,
Need to turn right.
Norfolk Southern was rebuilding a lot of their older locomotives that were built in like the 70s and 80s and giving
I'm
them
stopping.
like
Turn right.
brand new
Whoever-
cabs.
Whoever's behind me, I'm stopping.
I think with the Jeeps, pretty recently, the GP38s and the GP40s, they gave them brand new cabs that have like an inch thicker steel, just because of safety reasons.
which is silly.
Well, I mean, it keeps them safe though. Yeah, I see pictures of train and road vehicle collisions elsewhere, and the train's on its side.
Yeah, I've seen pretty recently with the there was a derailment a couple months ago with the SD40s, and the locomotives jumped the tracks and the crew got injured because as a result of it, because the cabs of the SD40s.
But the other thing as well is because they're built like tanks, they're super heavy.
which is kind of the point most of the time.
Yeah.
That's intentional. Like, there's railroads who ballast them further because they want more traction.
Yeah, I mean, but for passenger you don't need that. But then you end up with passenger trains running with freight locomotives. It's like,
All right, who just
What?
turned? Who just turned just now? In the back. Who's that? I think everybody's
Got some
here.
more stragglers coming in.
Yep. I think everybody's here. I think, right?
I'm on my way. I had to repair my truck again.
Okay.
because I mean, you see collisions with trains here, and like, the trains are still in decent condition. They're not, depending on the type of accident, they're not all like
Derek, is that you that just turned?
completely in pieces.
No, I'm behind Devon.
But then again, the US also has a lot of railroad crossings.
Yeah, the railroad crossing is the main problem.
All right, we're good.
But like in areas with like denser rail traffic, you'd expect people to be more aware of the
Well,
trains being frequent and fast.
and in Brightline's case, the people there are so used to the slow freight trains that they're not expecting 70-mile-per-hour passenger trains to come barreling by behind a freight train.
I mean,
That's what they're not expecting.
you say that, but Florida East Coast, I believe, run their trains pretty fast. And
I think they run theirs probably like 45, maybe 50.
Wait, what were you talking?
I don't know. I'll have to look into that. Because to me, it looked like they run pretty fast.
Thing is too with railway crossings is we have such strict rules regarding how to operate around them that if there's an accident involved, it's very difficult for it to not be your fault.
Yep.
For
Yeah.
example, you have to provide exactly or at least 20 seconds of warning prior to entering the crossing with your whistle. And if it's like
Well-
19 or 18 and the lawyers find that, then you're fucked.
So,
Yeah.
that's
Also-
that's,
Also in Florida, they have silent crossings, like the no whistle crossings for the trains, and it's not good.
Well, because like here, it's normal for trains to not whistle crossings. That's normal.
Yeah, mostly in like heavily populated areas, like people don't like the trains blowing their horns, even though they're supposed to by law.
Because the US trains love to use their horns all the time. Like that's something really rare here. I've ridden some trains here quite frequently, and only sometimes will I hear like one of the passenger trains toot their horn when they're leaving the station. If there's a crossing. But that's like occasionally, and that's if they think that someone might try something silly.
Here they just replaced the crossings with underpasses and overpasses.
That's another solution, but that's expensive.
Yeah, but
in
it's
the long run.
expensive.
Yeah, good luck getting a farmer to get
Go
their
straight.
dirt crossing replaced with a bridge that their combine can go over.
Yep.
But maybe not that, but at least in the cities.
turning left.
Alright.
Left turn coming up.
Get ready to turn left.
Then go right onto the highway. Every time we do this, it's always nighttime in the game.
Turn
I
left.
mean, I like that. It hides the backdrop that doesn't look that good. Although it still looks better than TSW, haha.
Salt.
Ah,
You're not
Salt.
wrong.
No, not at all.
Seriously, like, if this game can do it pretty
Get
well,
ready to
like,
turn right.
you'd expect TSW to be able to...
Yeah,
yeah, but
this,
you can't walk around in this game though. That's a huge difference though.
No, you
Yeah.
can't, but
Right.
even when you look out...
It
from the
Would be
distance-
cool if you could.
Yeah.
You kind of can now with 1.37 in the garage. They already have that, so I'm guessing it might be coming eventually in the game.
Really?
Yeah.
but also this game isn't on the Unreal Engine, so that's another thing.
Yeah, but like you just when driving around, you look at mountains and they have some texture to them. Like at least they have something. If you added any amount of texture to the mountains in TSW, they would just look so much better than now, even if they're
Well,
barren.
I mean, look how many they come up with 2 states per year instead of like a release every 3 months. So they definitely have a lot more time to do these things.
Sure.
and
Oh,
make it look pretty.
oh, for sure. But the
Yeah.
thing is, like adding a texture to like a large area, I don't think that's something particularly difficult. And once you've got a method for doing it,
Yeah, who knows?
do it. And like that
mean-
that really shouldn't take you a long time.
I agree with what you're saying because I wish TSW looked like this in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that'd be awesome, but yeah. Maybe they'll make a train game.
but
That'd
but,
be
Pulling off.
but the thing
Pretty
is,
sure Bolt would be.
That'd be awesome.
Oh
Happy
yeah,
with it,
you'd
yeah.
probably love it.
but the thing is, you'd have to expect it to not be quite as realistic, at least in terms of mapping.
Oh no, if SCS were to do a train sim, I imagine it would be kind of like Truck Sim here, where it's a smaller scale, but you get to see more
Arcade.
places and do more.
Derail
options.
Valley
like-
style, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
maybe
Derail
like
Valley
Derail
style,
Valley. Yeah.
Where it's like not something that exists. Which I know is something that was controversial on TS when they made like the London Underground in a place that didn't exist, and that was like super controversial. But like to me, I gave that a shot at some point, and I liked it, to be honest. It looked cool. As much as it's completely unrealistic, it was nice because you got different kinds of features and it just looked neat.
I prefer realistic routes over fictional ones.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you're honest and upfront about we're making something that's fictional, but we'll do it right and make it look nice with nice features and stuff that's inspired by real life, then I'm fine with that.
I don't know. I mean, for like Derail Valley, I'm fine with it, but for example, I don't really like Bus Simulator 18. I just don't care about this with
What
its
about it?
fictional map.
Ah, right.
I feel like some like bus sim could do a good job with a real city, but in some cases, if you have a bunch of realistic stuff already, getting something that's fictional can be interesting in its own
And
right.
jarring. Yeah,
Next
like
section.
Stay right.
that's the
and then exit
that's
right.
kind of the
Okay,
one problem that they had, I think, with also TS with doing unrealistic stuff is that you've built up this expectation with everyone expecting to get
right.
realism or something like it, and when you stop not delivering
Oh my
on that,
gosh.
people will
Oh,
obviously be upset.
nice. Who did that?
My brakes are not that strong. Not as strong as your guys. I don't have the setting high enough, clearly.
Yeah, I don't like the sliders in this game, that's one thing. I don't like the sliders for stuff, I just want it to be set to something.
You can punch in numbers in the console, and you can actually punch in numbers that are bigger or smaller than the
Okay,
sliders
I'm
give
gonna-
you.
I'm gonna stop real quick, and I'm gonna take a screenshot, so bear with me.
Alright.
So, sorry.
But yeah, if
That's
you use the
awesome.
console, you can set things like negative truck stability, and it has intriguing effects.
Hold on, I
Does
got
it mean that the truck immediately falls over?
Yeah,
a good
I
screenshot.
forget. Let's see. Truck.
Ooh, I like
It
this.
literally stops on a
It's
dime.
okay. Mine is set to 0.5. What happens if I set it to negative 0.5? Let's see.
60 to 0
Oh,
in
no.
45
The job
seconds.
done.
Oh no, I can't. It's clamped. When did they make it clamped? That's unfair. You can't make it negative anymore.
But because to be honest, I would like them to just have a preset that's like decent, and I don't have to worry about it. Because I'm like, every
Alright,
time I
got
change
my-
the slider, I feel like I'm just like cheating to some extent. Because like, oh, shouldn't this be a little bit more difficult? But like, there's been one too many detours that it's annoyed me, so I've toned it down. Like, I know it's nice to have the flexibility, but at the same time, I'd like there to just be like a decent default.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm heading out.
People have said that like, oh, the lowest settings are realistic, but it's most difficult. But I just don't think it's realistic when you set it that low. I think it's
No,
way
it's
too
not at
easy
all.
to turn over.
Yeah.
Because I see trucks like going down the highway 5 miles per hour over the speed limit here, and they're not tipping over or anything. Though
No,
some of
no.
them, some truck drivers are freaky the way they wobble around in the lane, and oh god. Really
I mean, I've
don't
got a trucker friend. I'd have to ask him what it's like. I mean, he played this game. I think he played ATS and said, "Oh, this is bullshit. It's not realistic." I mean, sure, fair.
ATS is not really a simulator. I mean, it's kind of like simulator, but it's more like an arcade game
No.
where it's more like a map
Yeah.
game, and the trucking aspect is not that realistic. I don't think.
No, but I think that's what it, like, appeals to a lot of people, and that's why
Yeah.
ETS is just so popular.
Right, because you can just sit down and just drive and not
Yeah.
have any knowledge on how to do it. So,
And that's also why
um,
I like to drive EMUs in train sim.
so I'm going forwards. I think. Is that right? Yeah.
Oakland, yeah.
Yeah, straight.
Okay.
Ah!
Go straight.
Budget, another truck.
That could
Yeah,
be bad.
truck passing the left.
I do think, though, in terms of accessibility, Trains in World is pretty great. Like, at least it's way better than with Train Simulator.
Yeah. I mean, it
Hello.
What was that?
It's the guys. It's the guys passing below us.
Oh, I don't have the radio on.
great. This is awesome.
I should turn it back on.
I regret
It's
it.
just Mike spamming.
Yeah. It's the two trucks that are passing below us.
You're.
Is basically what we're hearing.
Yeah, I can't
Yep.
turn it back on. I can't see what I'm doing.
Yeah. I mean, Train Sim World, I have to say, like, I look
hold
every
on.
time I try and play TS now, I'm just like, this is shit.
Yeah, pretty much.
Then again, I don't own any real like Just Trains or Armstrong Powerhouse stuff, so
Me neither.
Oh,
I
own a
own-
bunch of Armstrong stuff.
I only played TS1 because it has more content compared to TSW. That's why I put so much more of my time into TS1 compared to TSW.
So we're in Oakland.
Turn right.
So wherever y'all want to drop off your cargo, if you have cargo.
I'm good.
Well, I don't have any.
Right.
I'm probably just
I
gonna
don't
ditch
know.
this load.
Yeah, I'm gonna go forwards. I think maybe.
All right. The thing with TSW is that for any given route, I think there's a lot more
Go
replayability because you can mess around with the loco more. You can walk around, visit stuff, do different services at different times of days.
Yeah.
And whereas if without downloading mods or creating your own scenarios, TS1 has like 5 careers and that's it, and then maybe a free roam. But like I don't like free roam because I like there to be some structure with other stuff going around and such.
Let's go to the port.
All right.
So if y'all have loads to drop off, go ahead and do it. Meet at the port.
Well, my load's supposed
I'm
to
following
be
you to the port.
up to Northern Color.
Same.
California.
There should be room in there, I think, for us. Looks like there's a large area.
Hey, this only took us an hour and a half.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Not as bad as last time.
Oh,
How
that
long did
was
it take
horrible.
last time?
Turn
Oh, the
right,
server crashed at the
and
very
then
end.
turn left.
Yeah, that was no fun.
Never mind. I'll find a new route.
Yeah, that was insane, because we went through, like, Amsterdam, and it was just gridlock, basically.
Oh yeah, Rotterdam Europort is
Yeah.
like I remember playing years ago, and it just like I literally was in a traffic jam, in a virtual traffic jam for about 20 minutes.
Yeah. It's always one idiot that just messes it up for everybody.
Yeah. And with my case last night, there were 5 idiots.
Well, there wasn't idiots. It's just basically everyone merging. Just like took forever.
Yeah, nobody knows how to merge.
Oh shit. I crashed.
They do? Nah, we're at the very end, though.
All right, this is collisions free. Yeah, whatever.
Ah, good. My cargo's at 14% damaged.
Oh, that's pretty good.
My potassium.
Hey, you're running into me.
Yeah.
When possible, make a U-turn.
Should try and line everyone up together and take a picture.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to do. If we
Okay, I'll
can.
come around then.
That'd be great.
Ah.
Yeah, everybody try to line up if you can so we get screenshot.
Mark,
Guess
you're
I'll come back around
inside
again.
of a dump trailer, from my perspective.
Really?
Yeah, your front end is right inside this big trailer full of rock.
Oh, that's awesome.
I was looking at you and not looking at that lamppost, clearly.
Right, let me move around then.
Okay, so...
Oh, wait, this isn't fake. Everything else is fake. That trailer's fake, but apparently not this one.
Yeah, no, I don't know what decides what has collisions and doesn't.
I guess I guess certain stuff is permanently on site and some stuff isn't.
Yeah.
And what isn't permanently is not collisionable. If there is such
Right.
a word.
Yeah, the dramatic stuff you can go through, and but you don't know which one's which, and I don't know how to back up, so I don't know. This might be fun.
Sounds like somebody's losing air.
It's Jeff again.
This
Jeff,
trailer
Chuck's-
jumping.
Jeff has a mid-lift, it looks like.
There's just so many trucks backing up. Just constant beeping.
Okay, here we go.
And this is why I put my my gamepad into steering wheel mode so I can just maneuver like insane. That's a neat trick. Just set if you're using a Xbox controller, just set it to like wheel, and
Yeah.
then you can just spin your wheel like fun.
I still have mine set to gamepad mode, but I have it cranked up to maximum sensitivity, so it's
Which means
okay,
you can do this.
but... Yeah, no, I can't do that.
Oh, we're going to my spot, I think. Maybe. That's fine, I'll move somewhere else.
I don't know where I'm gonna even squeeze in. Can I squeeze in here? Is that a real trailer or is that a fake trailer? Let's see.
Who the heck knows?
I guess we'll see in a half a second.
I don't see anything
That's
there.
a real trailer.
Yeah, I don't see anything. That's weird. That's obviously client side, I guess.
Yeah, because clients. Okay, I'm gonna have to drop off my trailer, like here, because
Yeah,
I can't
dropped
fit in
off
anywhere
my
else
trailer
otherwise.
just because can't be bothered. Oh, fuck.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Just look at my character inside, like
Good
just
enough.
spinning the wheel. This is a resting place, but you're not tired right now.
Alright,
Oh,
headlights
this
on.
is the real trailer. Damn it!
Alright,
That's
Screenshot.
just trailer.
let's do this.
There. I magically trained trailer now.
How do you turn off people's names?
E.
E?
Yeah, I should probably do that.
Wait,
Jeff,
what?
lift your axle again, please.
You have to go to tab. There's somewhere in the tab, in the actual, MP, or the MP settings. But yeah, I'm gonna do that real quick as well, because that's a good
I
idea.
don't see a setting for that. I can turn off avatars, but not...
Oh, maybe not. I thought there used to be. Interface? Nope. Okay. Graphics? Oh, you're right.
What the...
Yeah, I don't think there is an option anymore. That kind of sucks. Whoa! Alright. More screenshots.
That sound just reminds me at the end of like a boat show where I live. All the boats pull their horns at the same time.
Yeah, they do that here too.
I've heard this happen in Monaco. And in Monaco, it's a pretty confined area with like a valley, so it just echoes. Like, insane. I wonder if there's a video. There probably is a video of this.
Wait, okay, never mind. That's your trailer. Let's see.
Got a picture. That's all good.
Yeah, alright.
I'll
get
just
my-
Photoshop on the name tags, fuck it.
Let me get my other picture. Nice.
Yeah, that sounds like that.
Alright. Cool.
Apparently, it was a 14-minute long concert of horns.
Oh my gosh.
That's awesome. How long did you say?
"14 minutes." Like this.
Yeah, that'd be horrible.
I can link the video in a minute. Let me see. I found it. There you go.
More screenshots. Alright, more screenshot. Oh shoot, it's the best looking truck, I think.
Like, it's like everyone's trying to be the last person to blow the horn. I wonder if any of those horns are like Nathan's or whatever.
Well, this was fun.
Yeah, it was. I'm gonna log
Yeah.
out. Oh, now Alex. Bye, Alex. Hi. Yeah, we'll do it again.
I'm gonna hope
Well,
I can
yeah.
revert to a save before this, so I don't have to deal with a utterly destroyed potassium shipment. I'm surprised I haven't blown up yet, honestly.
And hopefully next time I'll have to have a look. Cause I couldn't find one going to Oakland at all.
I just picked
So
up
I
one
just-
that was going like past Oakland.
I
Alright,
ran, I just bobtailed all the way up here.
Cool. Alright, I'm gonna log out. So thank
Yeah.
you.
Alright.
Same.
Alright.
Bye, everybody.
I thought this was
Bye.
going to last longer.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye.
everybody.